So my second version. Photoshop. Here we go. Oh yeah. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Somehow I gotta make this work. How would I make Trump this funny version of Trump? Okay, Biden I can do. Biden will be no problem. So maybe I'll just work on Biden for a bit. If that's the case, what I should do is hide some of these layers. I'll hide, yeah, so we won't do Musk or Eddie Bravo. I'm calling it 10 minutes later, not 1 hour later. I think it'd be funny if it's 10 minutes later. 10 minutes into the debate, this is what happens. Okay. I could probably use that shadow again. But let's do this. Let's just look at everything. Let's only look at the Joe Biden yelling layer. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just go and we'll clean this up. Unfortunately, it's going to be... where's his cheek? Right about there, probably. So we'll get bits of his hair to make it look a little organic. I'm going to cut right into his skin so that it doesn't have a edge to it. Oops, shit, wrong layer. This one. Wait, oh, where'd it go? Oops, what did I just do? Undo this layer. Hey, what the heck? Where's my selection? That's weird. Did my selection have to do it again? Okay. Let me just make sure it's not just hidden. No. Okay. Oh, let me go to the chat, see if anybody's going to say hi. Hello. Hello, Mr. Long Time No See. Hope you're well. Thanks, Bonnie. Hello, Christina. Yeah, I've been out of it for a couple months. Out of it. Hope you guys are okay. I don't know if this is going to be interesting to most people because, I don't know, maybe people just don't know Photoshop and they don't know how you could manipulate images easily. I'm actually using a really old version of Photoshop, and there are tools that can make this go a lot faster. And I have access to it because I teach at a college, and the college gives me access to the whole Adobe suite, and I am just haven't got around to installing it. And I should, and I will, but I haven't. So what you're witnessing is like kind of a bit of an old school. Oh, sorry, Christine. I need glasses, man. Christina, yeah. I actually got reading glasses and it was great, and then I lost them. So I love the fact that I'm 50 now because I get to make excuses and say stupid shit and just, you know, I'm old now. I get to say old things, old geezer stuff. Christina, well, I can't read the screen. That's it. I love it. I love it. I think I was an old person. I was born an old person. Grumpy. I can highlight weights. I'm a really old, grumpy man. Like Clint Eastwood in that movie about the car. What's that movie? Everyone, hey, no problem. No problemo. Oh, I'm still on his elbow. So I don't even know what keys I press. I'm just so used to using Photoshop. I just have like the hotkeys are just ingrained in me. But what I'm doing, I don't know if you probably can't see it. Now you can't see my, where's the keyboard? It's here, this little keyboard. But I'm using the keyboard and the mouse, but it's more comfortable out here. Okay. Christina better. Okay. So, I think why people like this, the first one, is because it looks, at a first glance, it looks kind of realistic. And it's only because I just took a little bit of time to get the pictures at the right angle and the light, color corrected them with the light. That's something I didn't, I blah, blah, blah. I'll do that in this fantastic episode of live streaming. Oh wait, where's his thumb actually? I think it's right around here. Oh well, something like that. No one's gonna really know. Who knows? Looks like it's like here, sort of like that. Oh, shiza. Doesn't that mean... Wait, that's not good. Definitely here. Actually, I don't know where his finger... It looks like it would go here. Let's just... I'm going to have to zoom out to see the hand so I can try to figure out where the line should be. Here it's obvious. I mean, here you can see. I'm just trying to capture just enough. Depends on what is going to be in the background, how fake it's going to look, or realistic it's going to look. And what I mean is when I turn the background layer on, if it's lighter or darker, it'll be really noticeable. There, so that's what I mean. Like, see, that is very bright here, so I'll have to cut in, get rid of that bright edge. It might just look a little cheap and fake when I zoom out. Like if you zoom out, it looks like his finger's bent. So when it's this size, you won't notice. It looks like his fingers it's all broken and weird. That is hilarious. Okay, let's get in here. So it's something like that, probably. Something like that. And you probably wouldn't notice these little pixels here, so I'll just kill those little pixels there. And I might have to kill that edge. But you see, you notice this. So this is what I mean by depending what's in the background. See that those light pixels? I'll have to chop those off. So the background's dark. Otherwise it looks super fake. Same with these ones there. So I'll chop those ones off too. Oops. Okay. Yeah, like look at that. Look, I have to kill those. It'll make it look like it's really obvious that it's a cutout. And what I might do later is go in here with an eraser tool and soften these edges, because they're too anti-aliased and sharp. Okay, let's go over to here. Let's go into Joe's hair a little bit, and let's sort of like kind of follow the contours a bit, just so it's not perfect. I'm not going to bother with all those strands of hair. Oops. Just chopping old Joe's hair, give him a little haircut. I mean, if I was to do this really well, I'd go in and I'd actually deal with like little bits of the hair popping through and like see this little strand here. I'd probably take the time to make it look more realistic, but since this is just a joke, I'm not bothering that much. Oops. I can already tell that dark line, it won't look good in the background, so I'm just cutting it in closer. What the hell? Wait, did I close down all my other apps? Where's... Oh, there's OBS. Okay, you're still there. And you're still there. I just flicked some button too quickly and something disappeared. Oh, where's Firefox? Oh, there you are. Okay. Whew. Let me go back to Photoshop. There we go. He's got a little bit of a wing. Let's keep the wing. Look at that little wing of hair on Joe Biden. God, I'd hate to be a politician. The copious amounts of lying you have to be a politician. What time is it? 9:20, 9:18. Saturday night and ain't got no money. Something, but I just got paid. What is that? Who's that old-timey singer? Saturday night and ain't got no money. Is that Cat Stevens? Let me just drop that layer, move the whole thing. Where's their move tool? Yeah, there. That's what I thought. How much more we got? Okay, let's just... I would never do politique. Oh, Christine, you are French. Are you French? Are you from Quebec or are you from France? Christine Joseph. I have one of these drawing pads. It takes a while to get used to it, but I like it better than the mouse. Yeah. Yep. I will at some point. I really want to get the MacBook Air. I mean Mac. I want to get the iPad Pro. I definitely want to get the iPad Pro specifically to do drawing. There's some software. There's one called Procreate. I believe it's free and open source, I believe. And it's really good for digital drawing. And I have read that the Apple Pencil is quite good. The other one is a Cintiq is the other technology that's really good for digital drawing. And it's just like a large pad, but you, excuse me. It's much bigger. It's not portable like the iPad. Okay. So we got something there. Have you noticed the background behind Joe is not perfectly clean? Okay, so let me get my other Joe, because at least I had some kind of position. And here's the new Joe, the angrier Joe. Where could he be? Well, the table is going to determine where his body is. Unless I may not have a choice here. I was gonna I could do some tilt. I'm gonna make a copy of that layer with Joe in it. Joe Biden, I should say. I'm gonna save this. And I could, so theoretically, it has to be like this because his torso doesn't be cut off. Actually, no, I could do it. Am I kidding? I can go I totally could do this. I totally could. Totally, dude. Okay, I could totally do this. Because I just have to put the bit of the table in front. That should be pretty easy to do. The question is the background. I'd have to go and... I don't have... Well, I could probably clean up those little bits there. Okay, so let's just say Joe's there. And what I could do... there's a couple ways I could do this. I could put the... Actually, how should I do this? I could simply cut... Yep. By the way, I'm live right now, just so you know. Because I have to cut off, once I cut off this little part, it'll be easier to see. It'll make more sense. If I, okay, just for fun, I'm gonna, wait, where's my mouse? Oh, did I lose my mouse? Come on. I lost my mouse. Well, oh, now I'm back. What I might do is this. Is this the same thing as that? Yes, okay. What I could do is I could tilt him a bit. To make him look more like he's talking to the old Trumperoonie, which looks better. See, if I tilt it, I could have him lean forward more, get more of his body. Now, you listen here. I'm telling you. That's just my grumpy man. This one actually, do I want to tilt him? Wow, my computer's really slow. So, that one's like he's leaning on the table. That's not bad. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the tilt. I think it helps a bit. So, I'd have to paint in this space. Now, you listen here, young man. What could I do? Here's a little thing of what I could do. I could just do this. I have to fill in this, all of this down here. There's a couple tricks I could do. I could do stamp tool. I don't have the latest content aware, so I can't really make a copy of this. I can't really just cheat. I have to kind of fake it. Oops. Make that bigger. Make it bigger, make it bigger. Basically, what this tool does, it takes a sample from here, wherever you decide, and then here is where it paints it. So I could sample here and then paint here. Sample here, paint here. Sample here and paint here. And at this point, I'm hoping it's just going to be so dark that no one's going to even notice. You know, I try to fake it. I try to make it look like the clothing is continuing. I could probably do this and put that there. Yeah, you won't even know. You'll be completely tomfooleried by my Photoshop masteries. And I'm hoping that it'll be dark enough that no one's going to even notice that it's completely fabricated. Fabric-noodled. Maybe I'll take it from over there and put that there. Okay, so let's just draw this line here. Let's take that, and who knows what the heck this thing is. No, that looks a little weird. Yes, I am talking to myself a lot. Okay. All right, so I can just sort of like, hopefully becomes dark and no one will ever know, ha 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 ha, that it is completely fake. Okay. So the table will hide it. The table shall hide it. Okay, what I'm going to do is just going to save this as a higher version, just in case something goes wrong and I can come back to it. So it's going to be Trump Biden 7, version number 7 with Alex Jones. Well, that's what I was calling it because I was going to add Alex Jones in there, but I decided not to. So, okay. So we got, you know what? I don't know if it's, actually I might have pooched it. I think it might have been better with Biden more vertical. Okay, well, let's just leave it right. He looks like such an old coot. Hey, you, I'm telling you, look at my crazy crooked finger. Again, let's get, okay, where's Trump? Where's Trump? I saw that. Which is the one I picked out? This one. Hey, what? Hey, I didn't, it wasn't me. Hey. It sound like, okay, I don't know what I sound like. Oops. So this one is going to be even trickier because I only have half of his body. So let's turn, I'll keep, there's Biden. So with this one, I got to go in and do some chopping. Okay, so I made a copy. I'm good with that. I'll take the copy. I'll throw it down here. Save. And let's get chopping. Actually, let me move it. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this, and I meant to move it this way so I could see it. Okay. My voice is... Okay. Now, I probably think we're never going to see this backside of him. I think it'll be cropped by the space, but let's just take it out anyhow. Okay. Oh, don't forget to delete it. I bet you the bright stuff will look fake if I leave it in, if I don't crop off all the bright white stuff. The white background, whatever. It'll be noticeable once I turn on the background. You'll see what I mean. I can tell. Well, let's see. Turn on. Yeah, see these bright little pixels? That's what makes it look really fake. So I got to go in here. Even though this chops off part of his hand, his fingers, it's the sacrifice you have to make. So his fingers are going to be thinner than natural, but at least the illusion, your brain will fill in the rest. It'll look better once I get rid of those things. See? In fact, I still have to do more. I still have to go in here and chop out all of these. Now, what I could do is I could go in with a tool and darken up those, because it's still sort of like part of his anatomy. And it's just that in this photograph, it's reflecting the backlight. So theoretically, to do it really make it look convincing, I probably would have gone and darkened those edges, like created a fake shadow. But I'm not that obsessive. This is just for goofing and gaffing. Like that H3 likes to say. Ethan Klein, that's it. He's this YouTube character who I just randomly found, and it turns out he's quite popular because he's such a goof. He's like a self-deprecating guy, and yeah. Oh shit balls! I'll do that again. He's a self-deprecating guy, and he kind of just does social commentary on things on the internet mostly. And then he's moved to, I think he started making the real bucks, and I think he moved to like a podcast format. And I don't follow really. I'm not a follower. I don't follow about anybody. Like, meaning I don't like. I'm not like a fan. I appreciate what people do, but I don't like. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But something kind of changed when we switched formats to this more professional kind of approach, and it lost a little bit of its cachet. It's his goofiness, the originalness. There was one episode where I think he's got like a partner who helps him write stuff, and he it was all a spoof, obviously. Like, that's the thing, is that even when they're, he seems genuine basically, but he pretended to lock out his friend from his apartment on the second floor, so it made him climb up like this rickety, I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of ladder that's made of rope. And the guy was wearing like he's so proud because he bought a business suit, and he's wearing a business suit. I mean, it was obviously spoofed, but okay. So here's what I mean about the hair. I could go in and make it intentionally messy, but it's gonna be really obvious that it's cut out. See how bright it is? Even right here, look at that. It's just so obvious because of this row of pixels. So it's better just to clean it up that way, and then it'll look better from a distance. Yeah, so that my little experiment of doing this is just garbage. I'm just going to chop it right off. Chop. Oh yeah, look down here. That doesn't look very good. You know what I'll do? I will go back afterwards and I'll erase with a feathery brush, and that'll soften the edges, because right now they're kind of hard. Go Trump 2020. Go Trump 2020. You Americans, you're crazy. You guys are all nuts, but I love you. I love my American brothers and sisters. You're crazy, but I love you. See, that looks shitty up there, but I'll fix it. Okay. Americans. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we'll definitely have to fix it up. So there's another tool that actually will probably work quite well right now. The magnet. Come here, magnet. If I do this, it'll sort of try to detect the edge. Saves you a bit of time. It's not always perfect. It's good when it's a very strong contrast like there. So if you're kind of getting impatient, you could do that. See, you pretty much still have to clean it up. It depends on, like I said, the contrast. You sort of have to follow the line. So it's almost like you had to do it twice. I don't know if it's worth it. Okay, let me just zoom out. This one is going to be challenging because I don't have the whole lower half of his body. And I think I'm going to have to Photoshop out this mic, which means somehow I've got to create a thumb. Oh, God. See, I should have picked a better picture. I'm going to just hurt myself because I don't want to make this to become too much work. This is meant to be kind of a fun thing, not an unfun thing. Right, Trump? I'm having some regrets about this picture. I think it's going to not be worth the hassle of having... I might be able to fake a thumb. You know what I might be able to do? I might be able to take this thumb and squish it around and put it here, but I got to figure out the shadows. It may not actually work. It's just such a good picture for this. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Let's deal with that in a minute. I already know that I have to cut off this yellow, so I'm just cutting right into the part of the image because I already know it's just going to have to be cut out. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. Undo. Undo. There we go. Undo. Yeah, a little bit of yellow. Even though that's part of his cuff, I gotta kill it because it's just too bright. And I think I repeat myself a lot. I don't think. I know. I love to repeat myself. Because what else are you supposed to do when you're alone in your... Well, not alone, but Saturday night. And you're making basically a meme on a Saturday night. This is what you do. Oops. Boop, 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 boop. Oh boy, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do when they come for you, bad boys, bad boys? What you gonna do? They come for you. Sorry, had to chop off your fingertip there, buddy. Had to do it. Okay, it's probably his hand is like that. Oops. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to chop off your finger. Oops. Okay, I screwed that one up. I'm going to do it again. Boom, boom, boom. I think the hand might come across like that. It might. No. Okay, I'll fix that up in a second. Are you for Trump there, Ben Snyder? My approach is very much like George Carlin. I don't like any of them. I just don't like any of the politicians. Equally think they all kind of suck. Oh, it was George Carlin. Yeah, he's just out. George Carlin, he was a legend. I used to listen to him on the radio. There used to be this Sunday Evening Funnies or something it was called. And this would have been the mid-'80s, early 80s. And there was comedians that I used to listen to. And one of them actually was Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey would show up and he did this one song about the Wizard of Oz and they're all high on poppies or something. And I think he did the fish head song, the roly-poly fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum. I think that was him. But George Carlin, come on. There's something very comforting about hearing other people laugh too. I was at a friend's house recently and we were watching, what is that? Is it Stephen Colbert? And there was no laugh track and it was just so awkward because he was, he's had probably his whole career in front of audiences or at least pausing for the laugh track. And that what was happening. He was pausing as if there was a laugh track and it's just silence. And it was just so weird because the guy was probably like in his basement, during the recordings for his show. And, yeah. Sorry, I can't answer you now. I'm busy. I'm on the internet. My boy, hey Tiago, I doubt Joe Rogan retweeted it, but to be honest, I almost never use Twitter. Like in fact, Vinyl Cafe, I enjoyed. Was that a radio show? Vinyl Cafe sounds vaguely familiar. Jackie, you're from Toronto too, right? I think. Okay, so Tiago, I can install that software soon. Here's my dilemma, Tiago. Check it out. So Tiago is he's a professor where I teach too. He's a digital expert. So I was gonna use this one for Trump, but the problem is I have to recreate the whole bottom half, and I'd either have to somehow figure out what to do with this mic or fake the rest of his thumb in his hand. So I mean, I just like this picture. It's just really good. But I'm kind of right now just ignoring the problem. Stuart McLean sounds like a Canadian. Oh, Alberta, right on. I don't think I've ever been to Alberta. Thanks, dude. Oh, so here. Use the mic? Yeah. Well, the problem is, check it out. If I use the mic, it's just going to be floating there. Yeah. I mean, I probably will use the mic because I think it's easier than the hand. But I got to figure out how to put a mic somewhere. Okay. So what do you think? I got Biden over here, and I could either go with tilted Biden or upright Biden. I kind of went with tilted because it looks hopefully more like he's talking to him. And here's my plan. I'm going to go with just this. Where is it? Where is Joe? Joe, where are you, Joe Rogan? I lost the thread to see what. There you are. Okay. I can recreate for you. I don't know what you mean. Maybe you're talking about. No, I can do it. It's all good. Thanks, though. Why is it so slow? Jeez. Okay, so there's pink shirt. I think I'm going to leave it with just this, and I'm going to call this you know, what I imagine a Biden-Trump debate after 10 minutes. So there was the first one where it's all calm. Remember this one? Okay. Then this is after 10 minutes. And then if I do a third one, I'm going to make them, everything's like on fire. And I'll add in, yeah, we'll see how it comes. And if I do a third one, then that's what I'll add in those other guys like Musk, get, you know, all high. Where's Musk? Oh, it's behind it. Remove the mic. Yeah. That's kind of, yeah, well, I'm going to have to deal with it pretty soon. I have to deal with that mic really soon. Okay. Okay, so let's try with killing the mic and then recreating the hand. So I made a copy of this. I'm going to move all the copies of Biden below the background image. I just like doing it that way. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to chop off where I think his hand would be, probably like this. You know what I might do is I might actually try the content aware tool to see what kind of job it does. I don't know why it's not responding. Delete. What the fuck? What the hell? This is weird. It's not, I have nothing else on. Oh, what a dummy. I was on the wrong layer. Okay. Here we go. I might try the content aware tool to see what it comes up with. And also I don't think people even know what the content aware tool is. So normally if his thumb was here, it looks like his thumb might actually, well, there's a couple ways. It could be flush. Let's just try it, making it flush. Like his thumb would probably protrude. But let's just do this for fun. Let's do a little quick test. Okay. Because his thumb could come up like this. How would I do this? Let's try this. The content aware tool. All the content aware tools do might just fill in the flush color. So I don't think even that's worth it. So let's try doing this. Taking this dude's hand here. I know the lighting's going to be off already. But I'm making a copy and I'm making a paste. So the thumb is just floating there. I'm going to transform it. I'm going to rotate it this way. And let's see how. Let's see. It doesn't even look like a proper thumb, does it? Whoops. Okay, let's flip it over. It would probably be kind of up like this. Ooh, that looks like a freaky, weird part of his. Yeah, this is not going to work. Use this Trump for his body. Okay, hold on a second. Well, over here on this, I have two monitors. So my other monitor, I've got this thing where I can see people's texts. Okay, so let's just see what he's helped me with here. For his body? Well, he's not, I don't think he's, the angle won't work. Look, he's very frontal here. In this picture, he's 3/4. Like look where center of his body is, the tie. So see if you can find a picture. Oops, where's Photoshop? Where he's at this kind of an angle. I mean, I bet you I could probably fake it enough. Because hopefully it's dark. It's probably dark. I might be able to fake that. Like I might be able to use this other image of his body. I don't know. No, I could. Yeah, I might be. I'm just talking out loud here. Maybe not. Let's just see. Okay, so let's say if this dude is here, I like that part of him. Oh, let me get the restream chat back. Use transform with the option to match angle or distort. What are you talking about matching angle? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I know what you mean. You mean it's the, yeah. So you mean play with each of the edges, the polygonal edges. I don't know. I've done that a ton, but I'm not so sure. I just think it's easier to get. The thing is, I have to get the lighting right too. I might be able to use those elbows. No, look at it. The lighting is the opposite direction. So I need the lighting on the inside of the elbow. Like if his elbow is going to, it's not even in the elbow, it's his chest. I don't know. Like, I think I'm going to be okay because I think if I just make it really dark. He looks like Jabba the Trump with his other body on. Okay, hold on a second. Let's see. Where's Biden? Where did he go? He disappeared somewhere. Biden yelling, "Get off my lawn." Hey, listen, you whippersnapper. I gotta tell you. So, that little hand piece doesn't really help. Maybe I'll just, you know what I'll do? Let me go in here. Trump. Okay, let me do this. I got an idea. I'm gonna take the stamp tool. First of all, I'm gonna select that section. I'm gonna use the stamp tool, and I'm gonna make it more smaller. There's a way to invert the light, but into channel. Oh, you go to hell with your channel editing. There's a way to invert the light using channel editing, but if you invert the light, I don't know. I think you're gonna get it'll look really posterized. What is that the word? Okay, let me just try this technique. I'm gonna select that area, use a stamp tool. Stamp tool, thank you. Why is it doing that? Stamp tool, S. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong key. And then what I'll do is I'll just take the edges and try yeah, I'll just do this. Let me see if I can do this. Let me just get his skin flesh in. Skin flesh. Let me get his skin flesh. Okay. Oops. Maybe that finger. I don't know. That thing over here. Let's see if I could do this. Sometimes it's just better to cut your losses. But let's just see if I can do this. Just lighten the dark spot, move him down a touch so it looks like the shadow on the mic. Oh, you think so, do ya, Jackie from Alberta? You really think so? Okay, I don't know. Jackie, I think you should know me well enough that I don't listen to anybody. Even Thiago here. I'm not really paying attention to him. I'm just messing with you, buddy. Oh, that looked terrible. Okay. I've got a feeling it's going to be so small. People, I could probably paint in, and I'll just try painting in the thumb. But I got a feeling people won't even notice. Maybe I'll just leave the thumb out and that'll be like our little gag. People won't even notice that his little hand is missing a thumb. Oops. See, I should really be making my selection larger, but by the time I make it larger, I'll have it painted already. Thanks, dude. I don't think I ever showed you when I was in Japan. I actually, the first time I ever touched Photoshop, it was 100% in Japanese, and someone introduced me to this artist who was using Photoshop to make art, and it was pretty cool. And he helped me. It was like I couldn't do much. Oh, wait a second. How the hell? Because I worked on my first game I ever worked on was in Japan, and I did. It was sprite animation. It was basically like a Guitar Hero concept, but for Yamaha drum machines and keyboards. Okay, that's gonna look really horrible, but it looks like his hand is like some sort of. What the fuck is that? Look at his hand. Oh my god, it looks like some sort of weird flipper. Oh god. Okay, so I can fix this, but what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna have to steal a hand. You know, I'm gonna have to just go on the internet and take a hand from somebody. Okay. Yeah, I'm typing in hands up, and I don't know if that'll be the right one. Let's see if I can find a picture of a hand that is the right angle. So I want it to be like this with the light. Okay, the light on. Here's what I'll do. I'll put this over here, and I'll put this over here. Come on, computer. Oh, this edge thing is really annoying. Can't get it. Oh. Okay. So the goal here is to find a hand that is like this. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, there we go. Okay, I need a hand like this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hands up. It's going to be a right hand with the thumb facing us. Let me just see if everyone's talking right now. If 2020 was a hand, yeah, really. Okay. Use the one I sent you. What are you talking about? What'd you send me? I have two links here. There's this one. That won't work. And then there's this one. That won't work either. Well, I see what you mean. Okay, well, the lighting is the opposite direction again. The light would have to be on the top side. See what I mean? Here, let's see if I could just copy right into Photoshop. Let me just try this. Yeah, okay. So I assume this is what you're talking about, right? So let me just do this. No. Nope. It's the wrong way. It's opposite. It's opposite-alicious. Okay, so let's try to find a hand. Let me go back to your chat so I can see. There's 4 links. What are you talking about 4 links? Oh, sorry, I must have missed these. I totally didn't see that. Okay. I will try. Let's see what happens. This is what you meant. Use this one with the distort tool. Okay, let me try. Let me hide these things. I don't know if that's going to work, man. So what you were talking about is picking the edges and moving them around, right? Let me go back to your chat so I can see if you're there. Okay. Oh, okay. That one. Tricky thing is the lighting. That's going to sell it. That one actually might work. That one might work. Okay, let me just leave that hand there. See, the thumb needs to be towards us, and the hand. So that's not going to help. Let's see the other one you had. You just pulled up. No, see, the thumb has to be here, facing us, not flat. I don't know if that's you texting me. Someone's texting me. No, that's not it. And dude, it doesn't have to be Trump's hand. See, so even this is the sort of like if the hand was rotated a bit more, we want the thumb facing us, right? Thumb facing us here. I mean, it would be good if it was Trump's hand. We're getting a little closer. This needs to be tilted towards us. Like that's almost it. See where the thumb is here, but it's it's kind of a feminine hand. Maybe that'll be the joke. Like that one, I'm just not crazy about it. Oops. What happened here? I think you have to, oh, I see. You got to go to the view image, then you have to copy it. What the hell? Copy image. Paste. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, it's a kind of a feminine hand. No, I can't do it. It looks like a freaky mannequin or something. Okay. It looks terrible. Can't do it. Sorry. What are my options? I might be able to. What if I took this hand and invert? Well, I think the lighting would show it still. Okay. This is why I was thinking, put the dark hands on him. The China sign, classic Trump hand sign. Is this the China sign? Is that what that is when he's putting his hands up? China. Okay, I know I can find something better. I can find a picture of a hand. These ones are just freaking me out a little bit here. Oh, this would be nice if they're already clipped out. I could just do that. That one. See, I don't want to spend my time just doing this, sitting here, trying to find a good hand. I bet you, see, here's the thing. There could be another picture of Trump that's just, it's easier to edit. I think that might be the way to go, because I'm beginning to lose a little bit of steam. Maybe I'll just take a quick break from that, and then let's work on Joe. Let's color correct him. So what I did for color correcting is I had this, I had a layer. Where is it? Temp. So I have this file. Oop, I think somebody said something. Where is it? Firefox, where are you? Restream chat. Is it behind? Where'd the chat go? That's the weirdest thing. It's not on either of my desktops. So I can't see your chats now? What in the Tom? Oh, here it is. Look at that. Isn't that weird? You got put over there. Okay. Jesus Christ is driving me insane. The delay from the Facebook message and restream. Yeah, it's probably like about 10 seconds. That would be annoying. Okay, let's see this in Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, I think you got it. I think this is it. That, I think, is the one. This is the one. Hopefully. Oh, could be. Yes. It is definitely better than the freaky mannequin hand. Okay, let me bring it down to here. Okay. All right. That is hilarious that you found that. Okay. The lighting is obviously might look a little weird because I can see. I mean, the lighting is not terrible. Oh, I was deleting the wrong layer of this one here. Right. It looks too big. Oh, I should have kept the picture of his whole body because I want to see the angle at which I might have to rotate it. So, because if you look at it, this bone is coming at a 45, and this one is almost coming 90. So therefore, I mean, to keep his wrist, you'd think I might have to tilt it. Wait, did I make a copy just in case? Yeah, okay. Right, actually, let me just do this. Come here, you. I'm just gonna stop it. Come here. I'm gonna make a. Hey, stop that. Where's the squish? There we go. Okay, I wonder. I'll put it over here. Let me just see if you said anything. Tilt palm forward. Tilt palm forward. Yeah, but the thing is, you would think. Let me hide the selection. You'd think palm forward, like, did that tilt? It might look a little weird that way. It also looks too thick. I have to shrink down a bit. Okay, I'm gonna hide this thing. That's why I kept this a copy of the hand over here, so I can just quickly see what they look like. I think it looks better like this. Just gonna hide everything so I can see the selections easier. So what I do, right about now, I kind of feel like I don't want to lose, like there's a lot of stuff I could lose, so I'd probably clean up some of these layers to make the file size smaller and save it as a new file. But I kind of feel like I'm losing a little bit of steam, so maybe I'll just do the cleaning up of files afterwards. I don't know if no one even has a clue what the hell I'm talking about. Okay. Go like this, go like this. So this is a rough edit, not super finessed. Another way I could do, actually, you know, would it be better? Yeah, this one looks like a color selection would probably be a faster way to go. So I'll do that. I'm going to go to select, color range, and then I'll start off with here. And then you could increase the range of the blue, and you can also add different types of blues in here. Why isn't it selecting it? Sample colors. It should be selecting. Oh, how do you zoom into this thing? Should have been able to select to zoom. No, yeah, how do I? Normally you could zoom into this thing. Anyhow, let's see how it did. I think it did good enough. Okay, bam, done. So that's good enough for now. If I really want to make it look great, I'll do it later. So let's bring Trump back in. Trump here. Okay, so if I'm doing that one, what I should do is lop off his hand. I'll make a copy of it. I'll go here. I'll go in here, and let's lop it right off at the cuff. Yeah, right about there. Let's just see what happens if I cut that off. We just don't need it. And we'll put the hand back there. Oops. And definitely it's too big. Look at the thickness of the wrists. Okay, so it's too big. Is it too big? It's just an awkward angle. So maybe it needs to be just thinned. Like I wonder if I do this now. Maybe? No, it just thins. It thins things out disproportionately. Maybe what I should do is this. I should cut this off here. Again, it's rough, it's not perfect. And then I should put the hand behind it as if it fits in somehow. And then I should chop off the cuff part of this one. Bump. Chop. Oops, wrong layer. This one. Chop. Now it might look. Oops. It might look a little. So the thickness, I could fix that. Okay, so the question is that sellable? Obviously the color's off. It doesn't look totally right. I think Diago was right about tilting it like maybe this way a bit. Bring in the background. Bring in the old Trump body, just to darken. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. All right. Leave it, but congratulations, you've received 100 messages today from Restream Chat. What is that? What? I don't know what that means. Oh, you like it? You like it, do you? China. Okay, so the easy thing I could do is the Joe Rogan color correction. And I'm going to fix up the file. So here's what I'm going to do. I think a whole bunch of these layers are garbage. So this one is going to be Trump hands up, the good one. This is going to be okay hand, because he's doing the okay sign. That's the, I'm just going to put all these things below here, so I don't have to worry about them. So I just like to keep the good stuff. Okay. Trump hand. There's, oh, that's that. Okay, let's just put that down here. We don't need that. Let me hide these temp things. Whew. Look at all this I could probably throw out. Actually, here's what I'll do, just to speed it up. I'm going to go save this. No, I'm not. I'm going to, where's Joe? Joe pink shirt. Okay, put the table back in. I'll just put these things back in just for now to see where we're at. And color coding, color correcting. Okay, so here is the actual, here's what they actually look like. This is what the screenshot looks like. So my goal here is to get Joe Rogan, this photo, to look in the same color as this one. Same color corrected and lighting. So what I'll do is I have this layer selected. I'm going to make a copy because I just want to keep a copy. And I think there's a couple of ways I could approach this. I think there's you could do image adjust brightness or levels. Levels, it gives you a bit more control. So he is at, you know what actually going to do? I'm going to do brightness contrast. So definitely a brightness, bring down the brightness. And I'm actually going to decrease the contrast because he's got such strong contrast here. And look here, look how there's very little contrast at all happening in this photo. Where look at the bright contrast here, like the brightness of here versus the shirt. It's extreme. So you kind of have to be careful of going too far or weird shit happens like that. It becomes pixelated. So let me bring down the brightness. I'm just slowly bring them down together. And I don't like the way it's darkening it. So I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to go to adjustments, exposure. And I'm going to play with exposure a tiny bit. I'm going to bring the exposure down. That sort of, that has a more, has the effect I'm looking for. Just see what I mean? What I like to do is I like to have two layers, the one before and after, and I can just sort of toggle them on and see how it looks. So just with that one quick change, it's already brought it a lot closer. And then what I'll do is I'll go here. Now, I would prefer, here's something I haven't figured out. I like to do adjustment layers, but the problem with adjustment layers is it affects every layer below it. And I know there's a simple thing to just affect the one layer below it, and I just haven't read it. So I'm just going to do this a bit old school technique, which is actually, I'm just going to keep stacking changes as I do it. So I'm going to add another layer, and this one I'm going to change the colors a bit. So I'm going to work on a layer of him, and I'm going to go to image adjustments, color balance. Color balance? Yeah, color balance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say preserve luminosity, so it's going to affect all levels. It's not just going to be midtones. And I'm going to add some red. Let's bring in some red, because if you notice, there's red everywhere. Look how pink his skin is. So I'll bring in some red. That's maybe too much. Maybe I'll throw in some magenta, maybe even a little bit of a blue. That's too much. Okay. Now let's just take a look at the difference. That's before, and that's after. He looks I think I went too far. That's no color adjustment, too much color adjustment. So I could be real sneaky, and I could just change the opacity of this layer. Let's say I'll bring it down to, there's hotkeys, but I'm just showing you. So I bring it down a bit, and it's sort of merging layers too. And there you go. That looks nice. So so it's at about 50% opacity between those two layers. And otherwise I'd have to go back and, okay, screw it. I'm just doing it. But if you want to see what it looked like before, that's before, and that's after. Pushes him back. It makes him feel like he's part of the scene. Okay, so I'm going to take the original and put it back here. Okay, so I can hide my color check layer. Joe's pushed back a bit. And I made him smaller too. In the first one, I think I made Joe too big. So I made him a little smaller. Now, I guess that we could do is the easy thing is I could go in and I can fix the edges here so it looks like he's leaning over. And to do that, I need my table that my good table. Well, this table has multiple tables merged into it, which I did it for the shadows. And I don't know if I still want those. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a copy of the studio background, and I'm going to take the table that's there. I'm going to make a selection of my table. I'm going to go here. I'm going to select inverse. Boom. Now I've got the table that was below, and I'll bring it up, and it might look better. Because here's the other table. The other table had that on it, and that was appropriate before with the way the figures were. But this one, I think, looks better. Like if I could, like his body, that shadow looks like it could be from his shadow, right? Okay, saving it. Now I'm going to hide this. Now what should I do? I could do this approach to chop off that edge. That's what I'll do. Okay, so this is just a little things I could do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take that part of the table. I'm going to make a copy of it. I'm going to invert it. I'm going to delete the inverse. I'm going to move that above Joe Biden, and boom, it hides that part. Now, this is where I can tell if it looks natural or not. Like, I can't, when I zoom in here, the problem with this table is it has some parts of like the other original Joe Rogan behind it. So what I can do is make a selection, use a stamp tool, go in here and fake what the table should be there. Hey, what's happening? 100% normal. Why aren't you? Okay, I'm selecting this. I'm using this to. Right, so. Oh, I'm supposed to be editing the little part of the body, this one here. Okay, so use this tool, and then I'm going to paint in the wood shadow that's already there. So hopefully, come on. Oh, yuck. What I could do is this, take down the opacity of the paint thing so it kind of blends it in a bit better. Use a softer blend, bring up the size, too big, and then sort of like blend in these two colors so it doesn't look as terrible. What I'm trying to do is just make it like paint out what was there before. Okay. Okay. And then maybe, I don't know if I can still use Biden's shadow that I had before, but let's just see if it's usable. I mean, I might as well just paint, I might as well just paint a new one. That doesn't do very much. But maybe, I know, let's do a color correction on Biden. Take Biden, make copy, and I think we'll do the exposure route. Image, adjustments, exposure. Jack that down a bit. Maybe, I don't want to go too far. Maybe there. And then I'll make another copy of that, and I'm going to try the color correction. So image, adjustments, color balance, and bring in some reds. Because this, oh, I know, I need to have these things up here. This is so I can use this as my guide. It's like these, they're freaking purple basically in this lighting of this new studio. It makes them look purple. So look how far I have to go. This dude is like basically purple. So this is the thing, is without seeing the actual effect, like they might actually look too crazy if I go too far. In fact, I think that's what I did in the first one, is I didn't go too far. You can't see it. I could have made him even darker. Okay, so in this one, not happy with that. I'm not happy with that yet. Image adjustments, color balance. Give him some magenta. Give him some more red even. Does he need blue? That's where, because I was thinking about that purple. I don't like it. It doesn't look right. Maybe it's just a matter of exposure again. I'm starting to tire out, so I'm going to have to do this and finish it later. I could do exposure. Nah, it doesn't feel right. Something about image. Let's try adjust brightness, contrast. Let's try using that. That's a little better. It's a little better. Not perfect. You can see what it looks like to begin with, and after. There's still something awkward about it. It's closer to these, but look. So look how blurry these are. So the background. The problem I have is my background's blurry, but these are higher res. So, you know, I might have to run these through a filter to blur them up a bit, so they don't look as cut out. What's up there? Something there is bugging me. Oh. I think I screwed that up somehow. Okay. Okay, so we have we're going to call that the China hand. I have to Photoshop in a suit. I think I'm going to stop. I think it's been an hour and a half. Oh shit, I missed this text, damn it. Can you do adjustments you can do adjustments in a layer stack and alt click on the affect the only layer underneath. Yeah, I know, and I should have done that, but I've been doing this the other way for so long, you know. That's why I was like, this is not a Photoshop tutorial. Like, you shouldn't be following some of these tricks I'm doing, because there's better ways to do it. And then what Tiago is saying is, if you do a layer adjustment, you can always in the real time adjust it as you go, as opposed to permanently affecting the one layer you're working on. That's a much smarter way to do it. I just I don't know. I don't feel like taking the 5 minutes it'll take to learn how to do that right now, because I'm pooched. I'm tired. Okay. All right. So we made some progress. Oops. Made some progress. So here, the idea is the first meme was they're meeting, and then 10 minutes later, Joe's getting high. Biden's yelling at Trump. Trump is saying China, I guess. And then third one, if there's a third one, I think it'll be completely insane, and we'll throw in all those other guys we had. We'll have Alex Jones and what's his face wrestling. Remember that one? Where is it? Eddie. I have it somewhere. I had those guys wrestling. Okay, well, I think it's a start. It still needs a lot of work, because what I want to do is I have to make shadows painted in so it looks like he's actually resting his elbows there. The color correction on him still doesn't feel right. It looks too cut out and chopped. I have to go in and adjust his finger because I can still see the edges. And then here I got to repaint or paint in something to resemble the rest of his body. Obviously, look at the ugly hair edges. I'll go in with the eraser tool to clean those up. Color correct this and then color correct the hand. And also paint in something on the table to make it look more natural. That's what it'll take. Thanks for your help, man. Yeah, okay. So let's just save that. And I will call it a night, I think. It's 10:30. Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. Anyway, hopefully I can get to it tomorrow. I got other stuff I got to do, but I'll try to do this. And then after this Photoshop stuff, I'm going to do some real artwork, real paintings. Okay. Take it easy, everybody. I got to turn this thing off. I'll show you how to turn it off. And by the way, Tiago, I use Restream, which allows you to have like you can broadcast to a whole bunch of different channels. It's pretty neat software, and you might like it. And this is just they have a multi-chat, so it brings all the chats from all like the different places in. So it's not just Facebook, it's Restream, it's DLive, whatever your sources are. It has one chat window, and that's what's kind of cool about it. And then here's where I turn it off. Okay, so I'm shutting it down. Take it easy.